Remuneration auction is set tough.
Things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Texas A&M's offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Texas A&M going quickly. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll give it to him again. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David, and you know the execution just has to be spot on, timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it back looking for help.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Wants to throw. It's Owens.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Godwin on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air, it's Owens. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. A&M comes back out with another first down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Texas A&M going up tempo. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Makes the grab. It's Berry. Past the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Here's the handoff. Finding an escape route. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 4 over Arizona State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's open on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Berry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Berry. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Owens. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Fakes to grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Finds his man. It's Norman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Owens.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's...
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. Had the coverage they wanted, receiver ran on the route, just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Berry. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try the toss to the left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Okay, ready? 2nd down coming up.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got a man. It's Berry. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Gonna run it. It's Rob. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Owens. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Armstrong. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Norman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This drive will open from the 15. Game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged on the outside, it's Hansen.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. LSU will get a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback strolling away from heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Oh, he's got a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Nix. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's Nix. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the...
Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the... Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Back to throw, it's Nix. Sets up the screen. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another.